Hello everybody and welcome to the new channel. This is Train Talk TV, where we discuss trains and all things dealing with the railroad industry. How unfortunately the first video I'm going to put on this channel is a rather sad story. Yesterday in Chicago, a Amtrak conductor was shot by a passenger on board the train while he was standing on the platform. At the time of reading this, the motivation for the shooting is unknown. They do have a 70-year-old man in custody who's believed to be the shooter, and they did recover a gun. Now, thankfully, the conductor did survive the shooting, and the passengers intervened to keep the man from shooting anyone else. With that being said, we'll just jump right into CBS's news coverage of the shooting yesterday.
Information on the suspect. Dana.
Rob and Erica, this happened on the Southwest Chief, an Amtrak train that runs from L.A. to Chicago. Police say the man, believed to be a passenger, brought a loaded gun onto the Amtrak train when for some reason he took aim at that conductor, who is from Homewood. Rattled Amtrak passengers wait alongside the stopped train as police gather evidence. Many were witness to the shooting of the 45-year-old conductor and its aftermath.
And I look out my window and I see police jumping out of their car, taking guns, in a full sprint.
Taylor Ostrander says the Southwest Chief, already 2 hours late, had been stopped in Naperville for 2 minutes when this occurred. That's when police say a passenger in his 70s took aim and fired out a window. What kind of gun?
It was a handgun.
So he was on the train and fired at the conductor out the window?
Yes.
Had there been any sort of confrontation prior?
That's what we're trying to piece together at this time.
Commander Camiso says other passengers actually restrained the shooter.
Not knowing what further acts he was capable of, I think it was key that the other passengers did restrain him for police. I think that possibly could have saved lives.
That's scary.
Yeah, it definitely was scary.
A gun on the train is in violation of Amtrak's policy, which requires unloaded weapons be checked and secured. When asked about the apparent ease of boarding this train with a gun, Amtrak spokesperson said,
"That's going to the investigation and I can't speak to it."
No one else was injured, but the suspect was taken to the hospital. Police are still questioning him tonight. They say he is from West Allis, Wisconsin, and sources tell me he is 79 years old. We are live in Naperville. Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News. Rob and Erica.
All right, Dana, thank you.
And
First off, I want to commend these passengers on this Southwest Chief for reacting as quickly as they did. Apparently, he was only able to shoot that conductor once, and before they had restrained him until the police arrived. Now those are some model travelers there. I'd ride a train with them anywhere. Secondly, I don't know why the Amtrak spokesperson kind of ducked that question there about how easy it was to get on board with the gun. I don't know, I guess he didn't want to say anything out of line there. Or what does this mean for people who traveled Amtrak from now on? Probably more stringent security checks at the stations before you get on board, because as we all know, these kind of security things are more reactionary than proactive, or they're more reactive than proactive. So, don't be surprised if there's a train marshal or some kind of transportation police or something at these stations from now on, checking bags and stuff before you get on the train. And it's pretty much what the airline industry is already used to. With that being said, anything can happen out there when you travel, and this is proof of it. You just, be aware of your surroundings and never take travel for granted. With that being said, that is the conclusion of my thoughts on this incident. Like I said, I'm glad the conductor survived, and once again, hats off to the passengers who stepped in and intervened before anybody else got hurt. Feel free to comment on your opinions of this. Like and subscribe if you like the content or want more content. And thank you for listening.